So I wanted to jump in very, very quickly to summarize Project G just before you see the transformation for this particular property. So for those of you that have been watching this Project Mentory, which is what I call this is my documentary of my project, so I've called it Project Mentory. For those of you that's been watching it right from the beginning, so those of you that haven't been seeing it right from the beginning, all you have to do is scroll down to have a look at everything from the beginning of this project. But for those of you that have been watching, here is where we are. So essentially, you might remember that I said that this particular property is a service accommodation. So because of course our end goal to use it as a service accommodation, there's quite a lot of things that we needed to bear in mind even as the renovations were ongoing. Now in the program, in my course, Money Making Mums, how to rent, control and monetize properties that you do not own. You will remember, again, for those of you that have been listening to me and reading my excerpts, that monetization, service accommodation is absolutely one of our biggest cash flow monetization strategy. Service accommodation is one of our biggest cash flow strategy. So for that reason, of course, the market is fierce and we need to make sure that any property that we are using for that particular strategy suits that strategy, which this particular property does. Now, again, I've also said that not all properties that you find when you are using other people's properties to make money, not all properties are going to require this extensive amount of work. Now, this particular project was just very, very special because what it was, and I've said this before, we just literally caught the landlord in the middle of his consideration to renovate the property. And as part of the negotiations, I simply said to him, look, I already have a team of people that can do this for you for X amount of money. You might as well use my team since you are thinking about giving me the control of the property anyway. And voila, that negotiation worked and all the terms that we required from that negotiations actually was given to us on that basis. So we were very, very lucky to be involved with this renovation and be able to design the property exactly the way that I needed it to be designed. But as I say, not all properties that you're going to find is going to require this amount of work. But regardless of that fact, any property that you do find, you are going to need to design in a way that you feel is going to allow that property to make you money if you are using it as a service accommodation. So the principle is still the same. But in the program, of course, I delve very deeply in the course about the strategy of service accommodation. Of course, how to design your property, how to source some of your furnishings, how to do your calculations. All of those things are detailed in the program. But this is what I've done for you in the meantime. I've actually created a free training, a free webinar to give you an insight into what the program entails. This program is so special. Honestly, I've taken my time to really create this for you because this is what I want to see at the end of the program for each and every single person that has done this course in the past, and the people that are doing it right now and are about to start doing it, the ones that are yet thinking about joining the program. This is the end result for every single person that I am impacting positively with this course. We are not just doing a course where you sit there, you take in all the information and that's it. No, this is a practical course. We are talking about changing your life here. And I take that very, very seriously. And the reason why I take it seriously is because it happened to me. My business changed my life and I want your business to change yours too. So this is what we are doing. We start from learning how to rent, control and monetize other people's property so that you can start bringing in cash, right? Because this is what the strategy does. It's no joke. It brings you cash in hand, cash in your bank account, cash in your business. That's why we call it the cash flow strategies. But I'm not just leaving you with the knowledge and the expertise and you monetizing other people's properties like a pro. No. We are on a journey with this program. We start your business by ensuring that your strategy is solid, that you are monetizing these properties with any of the monetization strategies. which of course I go into in the program, service accommodations, HMO, and even the creation of your own management services. So those are your three ways on how you can do this and make sure that your cash flow keeps churning over. But we're not just stopping there. So of course you're going to create your business and you're going to solidify your business, and you are going to be using that business and expanding that business, right? But then I'm taking you on a journey right through to ownership, because what I don't want is just for you to be renting, controlling other people's property. That is going to be your stability business. It's going to keep your business stable. So you're not going to stop doing that. You are going to continue doing that as part of your business plan. But what I want for you is, at some point, I want you to become owners yourself. And this is the wonderful thing, and this is what gets me so excited about this program. I cannot tell you. By the time you become an owner, which we forecast to be, if your cash flow is projected in the way that we have projected it, by the time you reach the end of year 2, year 3, you should have accumulated enough cash to monetize your own property. So essentially to purchase, to acquire your own property. And of course, the brilliant thing about this program is this: everything that you are doing now in using other people's properties to make money is exactly what you are going to be doing with your own property. So you don't need to start learning anything once you buy. You don't need to start cracking your head in terms of, okay, if I buy this property, what is it going to make me? Is it in the right location? You already know all those things because I've taught you in the program. You know exactly what to buy. You know exactly how much you need to put down, and you know exactly what the end for that property is going to be. And of course you need to also know how much that property is going to make you, and you are going to know that as well. So I am literally preparing you not just for your business, which is going to continuously accumulate cash. I'm also preparing you to be property owners and property investors, because that's exactly where the journey is ending. So you are literally building your portfolio as you are also still expanding your rent to rent business. So you're renting, you're controlling, and monetization like a pro that you are. So I'm so excited to unveil this webinar to you. I'm going to be doing that over the next couple of weeks, so stay tuned for that. But going back to Project G, I'm excited to show you the transformation of this property. And when I tell you that within 1 week, if that, of this property being on the market, the first client that we got was a client that signed up to stay at the property for 4 months. And guess what? They paid up front for 4 whole months. If you want me to show you the evidence, send me a DM. I'm quite happy to show you the evidence. That was the very first client that we got. And let me tell you the story of these people. They were a Chinese couple from Hong Kong, right? They just bought a property in the UK, but they wanted to knock down that property and build it up again. They've got the cash to do that. Hey, if it's within your budget, why not? And all they needed to do was just stay somewhere so that they could oversee the project themselves. And that's exactly what they did. They stayed in the property for 4 whole months. They paid up front. I'm not going to tell you how much they paid, but understand this. When I say that these strategies and these monetization models are what we call cash flow strategies, we call them cash flow strategies for a reason. So I'm excited to show you the end of Project G. Look at the before first. I'm going to show you the video for the before first, and then I'm going to reveal the after. You can let me know what you think in the DMs, but don't forget the program, the course, Money Making Mums, how to rent, control, and monetize properties that you do not own like a pro. That program is on your doorstep right now. The free webinar is coming out in the next week or so, and I'm going to be shouting from the rooftops when that webinar comes out. And you know what? The webinar, and this is the free webinar, by the way, so listen to me carefully. The webinar itself took me 1 hour and 15 minutes to record. You've got 1 hour and 15 minutes worth of value and information in this free training. But of course, I'm not going to give you everything that you need to know. Everything that you need to know to equip you to start your business, to literally drop your laptop, create your company, go out there and start looking for properties to monetize. That's what the program does. It equips you for everything that you absolutely need to know to start your property business. So think about it like this. If the free webinar is an hour and 15 minutes, what do you think the program is going to be? The program is mind blowing. If the webinar blows your mind, just wait till you get the program. You will not be disappointed. I'm here to change your life. It changed mine working in this business, and anyone can do it as long as you have the tenacity and you have the confidence and you understand this. Anything is possible. Now, do what I always say, do what I did, go and change your life. Enjoy Project G, enjoy the final part of this particular project mentoring, and I will see you soon. God bless you.